Yeah. Okay, testing, 1 2 1 2. Are we live? Is this working? Hello, everybody. Welcome. First and foremost, the purpose of this stream, as you guys can see from the stream title, chatting about life updates. So, for those of you who are either new here or didn't see the announcement, hello, I am Weeb Stella. I am a VTuber who likes to play RPGs, gacha games, horror games, different games, MMOs, all sorts of stuff. And I decided to, I think it's been about a month or two now, Weebtuber, yeah, Weebtuber. So I decided to take a break from streaming for a bit. So I've been streaming for about, I want to say 2 to 3 years now, kind of inconsistently. It's not a full-time thing, just a hobby thing for me. But I was mostly only doing guerrilla streams, and starting January of 2023, I started doing schedules because, you know, I wanted to feel like all the other cool VTubers and stuff with some kind of a streaming structure, all that. And just the schedule, along with a bunch of other factors that was making me really stressed out, because I was also trying to push out a lot of content on YouTube and TikTok, just all these other things. If anyone's interested in my other socials, it is pinned in the chat. Please go check them out. I do make videos on TikTok and YouTube, stuff like that, and I work really hard on them, so please go check them out. But yeah, the schedules along with the videos was making me quite stressed, and I just wasn't used to doing schedules. Because, you know, I was a guerrilla streamer, or as TMI said it, or tortilla streamer. So I was a tortilla streamer for the longest time. So making schedules every week was definitely quite a challenge for me because, you know, I had to sit there every Sunday and plan, alright, what games do I want to play? What days do I want to play them? This and that. It's really hard, especially since I would always schedule my streams very shortly after coming back from work. I get off work at around 6 and I don't get home until around 6:30. And my streams are always scheduled for around 7. So I give myself 30 or less minutes upon coming home to get ready for my streams. And then I'd stream for like 4 hours and then just go straight to bed. I wouldn't give myself time to really eat or relax. So just a lot of factors that made having a schedule really hard. Because also the fact that, you know, maybe I had to work overtime, or maybe just something happened on the way home. Maybe I had to do something when I got home. Maybe I was just really tired after work. It was a lot of things that made having a schedule really hard. So I needed to take a break because I was also just running out of games. That's the other thing. I realized that this is definitely something I will struggle with a lot as like if I wanted to make schedules as a streamer, because I don't really play a lot of like online or live service games. Like I'm a huge RPG gamer. Like you'll see me very rarely play like a multiplayer game or an MMO, just those kind of stuffs, co-op stuffs. Very rarely, because A, I don't have friends, or B, those kinds of games give me anxiety because we all know people on the internet can be very toxic. But yeah, so as someone who mainly plays RPGs or just single-player games, it gets kind of hard to kind of plan out what you want to stream every week. I feel like if you have a live service game to play all the time, like League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, what else? Genshin Impact, like that kind of stuff. Hey Taco, welcome, Toxic Internet, never heard of that? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like if you're constantly playing like live service games like League of Legends, Apex, Genshin, stuff like that, online games that always have something new to offer, something new to do every day, and content keeps getting pumped out, I think it's pretty easy to do a schedule. But for someone like me who mainly focused on RPGs, it definitely got really hard to constantly make a schedule, because once I beat a game, I would just deadass be sitting there like, okay, what do I do with my life now? That's how I felt when I beat Scarlet Nexus on stream. That's how I felt when I beat the Somnium Files. That's how I felt when I beat there was a game I beat recently where I felt that Final Fantasy Crisis Core, yeah. I'm just like, oh shit, what do I do now? Read beer food in the oven. Okie dokie, TMI. Yeah, I don't have a lot of backlog. Like, I still gotta beat Soul Hackers 2, I still gotta beat Tales of Arise, stuff like that, but I just don't have the motivation to play them right now, so it's a matter of finding games that I have the motivation to play, along with, you know, just always finding a new game. Because, you know, like, a lot of these live service games are free as well. They're free to play, free to download. If you're an RPG streamer, I mean, I don't know if other people have this struggle, but I personally have had this struggle. Like, I just felt like I need to be transparent about, I've realized what's been making schedules so hard for me. It's always constantly having to buy the game too. Like, I really do want to play that one game. I think it's called, like, Detective Raincoat or something. Made by the same creators as Danganronpa. I've never played Danganronpa, but Raincoat does look really, really cool. That's a game I really wanted to play, but you know, it's $60, and most new RPGs nowadays are $60, so that's like the other issue. Whenever I want stream content, I have to drop $60. If I play games, you know, like League and Apex and Genshin, like a bunch of other people, I wouldn't always have to worry about that. But I've realized for the last 3 to 4 months, I was spending so much money constantly buying new games and stuff for stream content, and it was getting like really, really stressful, honestly. It was just stress along with constantly having to buy games, constantly making schedules, this and that. And I was just juggling a lot mentally as well, so that's why I decided I needed to take a break. So one thing I want to address, if well, I'm not gonna say if, because I do think I will come back to streaming. I mean, I guess I'll say if and when, just in case. Like, who knows? Who knows what will happen in the future? Maybe I'll decide not to come back to regular streaming, like, consistently. So, I do just want to say, if and when I decide to come back to streaming, I don't know when, but we'll get into that later. If and when I decide to come back to streaming, I can't guarantee I will go back to doing schedules like the way I was before. I know this is something I discussed, I dabbled a bit on in my Discord, because I know Gargura from Hololive, she hasn't been streaming as much this year, but she started streaming again as of recent, but stated that she's just going to be streaming randomly, like Gorilla, basically how I used to stream, and no longer doing schedules. And she gave pretty valid reasons that I'd agree with, like, you know, you never know what's gonna happen last second, and you just feel really bad to cancel a scheduled stream. Like, I completely understood that. There were days where I just wasn't feeling well mentally, or I was too tired after work, and in most cases I would cancel, but sometimes I would still push myself to stream because I feel bad to cancel a scheduled stream, or I'd just be like, oh, I already canceled this stream last week, I don't want to cancel it again. Or, oh, a lot of people were looking forward to the scheduled stream, because, you know, some people just be like, oh my god, Stella's gonna play Hades, oh my god, Stella's gonna play this, Stella's gonna play that, and, you know, it's not your guys' fault, I don't blame you guys, I know you guys are just excited, and it makes me happy. It makes me happy to see that people are looking forward to seeing me and my streams and my content. But, like, I put pressure on myself. I'm not blaming you guys. I ended up putting pressure on myself on days where I wasn't feeling well, and I would still stream anyway. And yeah, it's just a lot of those factors is why I don't know if I can return to doing schedules. I would like to return to streaming regularly again at some point. It's not going to be now. I'm going to get into that later. But I just want to put it out there that there's no guarantee that I'll be able to do schedules. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if you guys liked the schedules. I don't know if you guys, like, preferred it, or if you're just fine with me being Gorilla. It did seem like the schedules did excite some people, because then they could see what I'm gonna play, and they looked forward to it, and they would try to make time, like, ahead of time for that day on when I'm gonna play the game they're excited for. So I think, like, I liked the concept of schedules, and in some sense, I think it helped me have a structure. Because on days where I'm not streaming, I would feel more relaxed, because in my head, I would know, oh, it's okay, like, I have a stream scheduled 2 days from now. Before, when I didn't do schedules, I would always just feel like, oh shit, I gotta stream soon, oh shit, I gotta stream soon, I feel bad. So, it's like, I had pressure on both sides of the stick. It was really, really hard. But yeah, so I can promise that I will go back to schedules. I'm sure you guys won't mind, obviously. I know at the end of the day, You guys have always been very supportive of me doing what I need to do for my own mental health and physical health, because you guys know that I lose a lot of sleep and don't eat and stuff like that from my streams sometimes, which again is not your fault, it's my fault. I know I need to take better care of myself while still juggling streams and such in my life. But yeah, so there's just basically there's no guarantee that I can come back to doing schedules. I will come back to streaming at some point, but it might just be going back to Gorilla. I'll probably give schedules another go at some point. Like, I think I want to give it another go. Whenever I officially return to consistent streaming, I do generally want to give schedules another go. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if I like end up saying like, hey guys, like I gave it another shot, but it's just not for me. I can't make it work out. And then just go back to being Gorilla. So yeah, I will probably try schedules again at some point, but I personally don't think it's for me. Maybe if it's a specific stream, I will like do a schedule for it, but like other streams is just probably just gonna be the norm. Yeah, I know it's been 2 months since I've done the podcast. I do still want to do the podcast. I don't think it'll happen in September, but I do still want to continue the podcast series. It's hectic, which again, I'll get into that. Alright, so what have I been up to? So, okay, what have I been up to? It's been about 2 months now. So I haven't been streaming. I've done maybe only 2-3 streams ever since my break. I have still been working on stream-related content, like assets and stuff like that. And I've been making very little progress on videos, but I have still been working on videos, and I've been, I can't show you guys any sneak peeks in this stuff, but I have been doing a lot of work on song covers. So hopefully I'll be able to release something soon. I've been very slow about it, not gonna lie, because like, every time I listen to myself sing, I'm just like, I hate it, and then I just like redo the whole thing, so I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I hope to release a song cover soon. I don't know which one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm working on like 7 different ones because again, I'm indecisive and keep hanging on my voice, but I've been working on song covers, which like I initially said when I first announced my break, I wanted to put more time into my other projects like the song covers and the video editing and stuff like that. So that is what I've been doing, along with just mainly relaxing. I haven't been a workaholic, so I've still been taking a break, don't worry. I know some people worry that if I took a break from streaming, then I would just overwork on the videos and stuff. I haven't been at all. I've been relaxing quite a bit, actually. I actually wish I was doing more work, if anything, because I feel like I've hardly made any progress on some things I want to do. But I've been learning a lot about vocal mixing and stuff like that, so I've still been doing stream-related content. And there has been some movement on some new music I want to use for my streams and my new model as well. For those of you who didn't hear, or I don't remember if I properly said it, but for my official return to streaming, I would like to do a debut stream because some of you guys might know when I was streaming a pre-debut with like a PNG tuber or just a 3D model, chibi like 2D model, stuff like that. Because I initially planned to do a debut, but when I got my main model, which is this current one I'm using here for those who don't know, I ended up never doing a debut. I just kind of started streaming with it. So yeah, I am a VTuber that never properly did a debut, and honestly, I think that's fine. I don't think all VTubers need to do a debut, and even if they do a debut, I don't think it needs to be anything like fancy, but I still kind of just want to do one because I feel like, I just think it'd be fun. I think to have like make a proper slideshow and stuff to show you guys things I like and stuff, because I mean I'm sure you guys have learned a lot about me through my streams already, but I'm sure there's things I haven't said through my streams that I could talk about more on a debut stream. So likes and dislikes, favorite animes, favorite games and all that, fun facts, and like properly showing off my model, because yeah, I'm going to have a new model. It's still going to be the same artist, I'm still going to be by Moshi Mama, so I'm going to get some model upgrades and a new outfit entirely. So when that is all ready, I do want to do a proper debut stream. Now, I can't promise it will be anything super flashy because, you know, most VTubers have like a lore video and they do karaoke or they release a song cover and stuff like that. I I've never been big on lore. I'm just kind of me. I'm just kind of streaming to be me. So I can't promise I'll have a cool lore video. I can't promise I'll have a cool song cover release because I'm not confident in my singing. And same goes to my karaoke, not confident in singing, and just it's very hard for me to do live singing versus like recording and editing it, where I can take breaks and stuff like that in between the verses and all. So yeah, I can't promise it'll be like anything super fancy, but I think it'll just be more of like just a simple debut comeback stream. Be like, hey, comeback stream. Oh, and I'll have new emotes, stuff like that. And maybe new overlays. I'm thinking of getting new overlays because I think my current overlays is a bit hard to work with. Yeah, it's just more like I wanted to be a stream to debut my new model, new emotes, and just a proper comeback stream, a return to streaming.
This dumb cat is finally debuting?
Yeah, just something like that. Just a for fun thing, not a super special debut thing, but just more of like a something for you guys, basically. Like, I just kind of want to do a debut stream for you guys and just say to you guys, hey, guys, I finally did a debut. So maybe not necessarily a debut for to draw new people in, but just as a debut to kind of thank you guys in a sense, if that makes sense. I don't know. So on the topic of a comeback stream, when do I plan to come back? Now, I don't know. Because so this Saturday, I'm actually taking a flight. I'm going back to Canada, but I'll be going to visit a friend of mine, Meowie. Some of you guys might know him. So, like I said, I'm going to be out of the country. I'm going to be out of the country for 2 weeks visiting him. So I'll be back around September 2nd. And for those of you who didn't know, my mother is actually pregnant. I'm going to be having a little brother soon. She is due on September 10th, which is quite soon, which like almost only like a week after I come back from my trip. So, September is going to be a very hectic month. Or it's just very hectic for me in general. I'm in the middle of rush packing for my trip, and then when I come back, I'm going to have a little brother. That also obviously means that my parents are going to be home for a while to take care of the child, because you know, normally during these times my parents are at work, so I can usually stream in peace. So yeah, that's going to be a bit hard. Things are probably going to be hectic and loud now that both my parents are going to be home and there's going to be a baby in the house, stuff like that. We'll see. So the comeback definitely will not be in September, so it won't be for the next 2 months. So yeah, so to answer that question, I don't know when it'll be. But the best I can answer is that it'll at least be more than 2 months from now on when I can do a proper comeback stream. I guess it'll definitely depend on how hectic things get in the house with the baby, and maybe when things settle down with the baby, then maybe I can settle down and do a comeback stream. And well, it also depends on when my Live 2D model's finished, because the art for the new outfit and adjustments is finished, but they have not started on the rigging yet. So I don't know when that's gonna be done. So even if I didn't have the little baby brother coming along, the model isn't done anyway. So that's another factor. I think that's pretty much the gist of that. The next thing I wanted to get into is PC setup. So everyone has probably heard that I've been wanting to get a PC setup, and I did finally invest the money into it. I wanted to do a stream with the new setup, but I am not. I am currently streaming on my laptop. So, what happened? Let's get into it. So, the PC originally was supposed to arrive last Friday through UPS, and the package required signature, so they could not just leave it at my door. So, what happened last Friday? Some of you may have heard that I was sick last week, so let me go into detail. What happened, and I don't know how, was I, last week, was having very, very, and I do not exaggerate, very, very, very severe and painful constipation. It was very, very bad, to the point I couldn't even pee. Like, cause like your anal hole is very close to your bladder hole. So, since my anal hole was blocked up, that also meant I couldn't pee either. It was very bad. And on Friday, I ended up going to the hospital for it. I was taking so many different medications, so many laxatives, so many stool softeners. My desk right now is still a mess. I did send one of the pictures in my Discord even of all the medications I had to take. It came out, I'm good now, but it was painful. Like, it was like again, this might be gross, I'm sorry, but like, holes can stretch, man. Holes can freaking stretch. The whole thing came out as just a big ball. It was not soft. It was not shaped like normal poo. The medicine just made me push a whole ass boulder out of my hole. That shit freaking hurt. It hurt, man. God. Well, yeah, so I ended up having to go to the hospital on Friday for that, and due to that, I missed the delivery of my PC. So I got the PC on Monday. So the PC is here. So the other thing, I did want to do a stream with the new PC before I leave on my trip this Saturday. I did say I would do that early this week, but for those of you who are in my Discord, the monitors are not here yet. I did not know why they didn't come. Everything else came except for the monitors. So I did send in a ticket and they replied. It turns out my monitors are on back order and aren't expected to be in until around August 22nd. I'm leaving for my flight for 2 weeks on August 19th, so I will not be home. So basically, the monitors are not going to be here in time before I leave. And I will not be doing any streams while I'm out on my vacation, so that means there's not going to be any streams for the next 2 weeks. And the monitor, hopefully my parents will be able to pick up the monitors for me once they get here, because I will not be here at home. So yeah, I will not, because of that, I will not be able to do a stream with the new setup until I am actually back. So yeah, just a lot of complications. I want to do a stream last week, but then I got hit with a really bad constipation. And then I want to stream the new PC this week, but because of the constipation, I couldn't get the PC earlier. And then even after getting the PC, the monitors are on back order. So it's just complication after complication after complication. So I'm sorry. I know while I'm on break, I still want to do streams here and there. And yeah, so because of all these, I haven't been able to really do any streams. I am sorry for that. But at least I am doing this stream today to talk about everything, catch you guys up, and I do still plan to do a stream with the new PC setup whenever I can actually get everything working. So I have the monitors hooked up, this and that, yada yada yada, and I will probably take pictures of the new setup because I have the desk ready. I just need to clean it up, set up the monitors when they're ready, probably install a couple things. I think I do want to install a boom arm and stuff from a microphone. We'll see if I do or not. So it's just a lot of I don't knows right now. It's a lot of I don't knows because I got hit with bad constipation. I had to delay getting the PC, the monitor's not here, I'm going on vacation, I'm having a little brother soon. And yeah, I am in the new room. This room's a lot smaller, so I still have to clean things up and work things out, but I will have to do that whenever I come back since I'm leaving this Saturday and I need to finish packing for my trip. I need to do laundry before I leave, and I need to make sure everything's good at my workplace before I leave. It's so much to do, man, before Saturday. That's basically the gist of it. That's why right now it is a lot of I don't knows. I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream consistently. I don't know when the PC's gonna be set up. I don't know when I'm gonna do a stream with the new setup. I don't know when I'm gonna do my debut stream, this and that. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything that's been going on. That's why I haven't been able to hold my word to all the streams and all the things I've been wanting to show off. But I want to give you guys that transparency, and this will be edited and put on YouTube as well. And yeah, I'm still working on things I plan to do. I still plan to do a comeback stream and debut stream. I still plan to do song covers. I still plan to do streams and the Degen Hour podcast. It's just for now. September, the remaining of August and the upcoming September are going to be very hectic for me. Maybe I'll be free in November, who knows? But I will see. I don't know how things are gonna be. But yeah, that's I think that's it for life updates, really.